I'm going to tell you a story about a guy named Roy. A few years ago, this guy showed up at my gym. He was the only one in class that day, and I was about to, leave because nobody showed up, but this fat, out-of-shape guy showed up. And he said, I'm here to train. I'm here to learn some jiu-jitsu. I want to learn MMA. I want to learn how to box. I said, well, okay. So I kept the class going, basically gave him a private lesson, and he was in such bad shape. He only made it through 1 minute of the warm-up. I mean, really easy, simple movements, but he was so out of breath, so just gassing out, he could not continue. And I thought, oh man, he's not going to show up again tomorrow. There's no way he's coming back. But he came back. He showed up. The next day, he did just a little bit more. Maybe made it through like 2 minutes of the warm-up before he quit. And again, I thought, yeah, he's not going to last here. But he came back the next day and did just a little bit more. And then he came back the next day and did just a tiny bit more. And he came back the next day, and every day he did just a little bit more. He kept showing up. And when it was time to spar, he would get in there. And he would spar and he'd get his butt kicked, but he wouldn't quit. And this is the kind of guy you'd have to kill him to beat him. And he just kept coming back, and he kept coming back, and he kept coming back, and every day just kept getting that 1% better. And as the years went by, he got lean, he got faster, he got stronger. He started lifting, got some muscle striations on his body, made significant progress. And Roy, he started competing, he started doing some fights, some amateur fights. Did about 16 fights, won most of them by TKO or knockout, boxing matches, kickboxing matches, Muay Thai fights, a couple of MMA fights, and a jiu-jitsu tournament. Did a fantastic job. I mean, this is the guy who every coach dreams of telling the story about. Now, if he can do it, anybody can do it, except he had that one thing most people don't have, which is the heart, the will to show up no matter what. See, that's the real difference between somebody who's talented and somebody who is victorious. See, anybody can be born talented, but man, the guys who show up consistently, those are the champions.